What's up, folks, and welcome back to Dyce Reacts World. Yes, I'm in Metal Airhead Studio. For those of you guys who don't know, this is Metal Airhead. He's a reactor just as myself. Well, just like myself. Yeah, I'm well shaved. Yeah, looking good.
Thanks to me.
Introduce yourself, bro.
Alright, guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, this is my first time on the channel. My name is Dwight, and it's a pleasure to be here. Today, Dyce Reacts is in my studio, and then we're gonna be doing some
AFL.
Yes, AFL.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
He doesn't know shit about AFL.
AFL. So
he's gonna have to catch on real quick.
yeah.
On this
Well,
one.
this is what I'm here for. I'm here to learn. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. I won't put too much pressure on you, bro.
Yeah. Please don't.
All right.
Don't.
History of the AFL. The teams 1897
to 2019.
All right, that's it. You could read. That's good, bro. Let's clap for him. Yeah, so very much excited to check this one out. We ain't gonna waste no more time. We're just gonna get right into it, folks. We're gonna get right into it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The AFL began life as the VFL, or the Victorian Football League, back in 1897. The inaugural season featured 8 teams, all located in one state. Carlton Blues, Collingwood Magpies, Essendon Bombers, Fitzroy Lions, Geelong Cats, Melbourne Demons, South Melbourne Swans and St Kilda Saints, all of which are still a part of the AFL in 2019 in some shape or form. In 1908, the VFL expanded to 10 teams, with Richmond Tigers and University joining the league. While Richmond have gone on to become one of the biggest clubs in the AFL, University left the VFL just 6 years after they entered, finishing last in every season from 1911 to 1914, and losing 51 consecutive games. The VFL expanded again in 1925, with the addition of the Footscray Bulldogs, Hawthorn Hawks and North Melbourne Kangaroos, taking the total number of teams to 12. Incredibly, the league went unchanged for the...
Now, I don't know what is happening there.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on there.
You've never heard AFL, the term AFL. I never heard of it, but I don't expect you to know it because you know the sports.
Yeah,
He doesn't even have good knees, much less, right? So AFL is basically Australian football.
Oh, so why was
Australian
it?
football.
So why was it VFL?
Well, it's a place. It's a place. Victorian. I learned that Victorian is a place in Australia. So there was like a subsidized league or something of that sort in that place.
Right.
So it was they call it Victorian. Now I thought when I saw it, the first video that I did, I thought it was rugby. Right? I thought it was rugby, and the video answered me and said no. And how many people in the comments were just laughing because the video answered my question, and but I would say this is the most difficult sport in terms of physicality, because it combines so many sports. Like it combines NFL, soccer, and there's another one. It basically it's like 3 sports in one.
Wow.
Yes, and it has the largest field in any sport. So the distance run is like ridiculous.
Wow. So we're gonna get a glimpse of that game they're playing the.
Well, this is just about the history. So I don't think we're gonna see anything as yet in terms of the actual playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But we're gonna do videos on that, so you'll have
Okay.
an idea.
All right.
Well, me too, because I haven't looked at an actual game yet, part of a game, as yet to really grasp what's exactly how it might like the look of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Very
intensity.
interesting. Very interesting.
Yes.
All right.
We're gonna take it back a bit.
to 12. Incredibly, the league went unchanged for the next 57 years, but the 1980s and 90s saw a drastic period of change and evolution. In the early 80s, those in charge of the VFL were looking to expand outside of Victoria, and with many of the weaker teams struggling financially, change was needed. In 1982, South Melbourne relocated to Sydney in New South Wales. The Sydney Swans became the first non-Victorian team in the VFL. 5 years later, the interstate expansion continued with the addition of the West Coast Eagles from Western Australia and the Brisbane Bears from Queensland.
And the crowd down. The VFL hoping for about 20,000. I doubt that they've got it, despite perfect weather. Not a bad kick. Harris has done up. The Bears get their first goal in VFL football. And what a great start for them.
With 3 non-Victorian teams now in the league, the VFL changed its name to the AFL, Australian Football League, in 1990 to represent its more national status. Further expansion occurred in 1991, with the first team from South Australia, the Adelaide Crows, joining the AFL. 1992 saw a historic moment, with the West Coast Eagles becoming the first non-Victorian team to win the premiership. The Eagles had been a huge success since their inception in 1987, and as a result, the AFL decided to further expand with a second Western Australian team entering the league in 1995, the Fremantle Dockers. Naturally, a fierce rivalry developed between the two sides.
He could well be playing for his footy future. Again, the tempers are flying, so the players are very, very aggressive.
What?
Or kick it, it's just thrown a couple. Look at this, Dennis. This week, down goes Fletcher, claimed immediate.
Oh, no. So, alright, there is this game where you could actually hit on the ice. When you skate on the ice. Hockey. Yes. Hockey, you could actually
Like, I know what you're talking about, like almost like a for instigating, like
Right. Yeah. I could see these guys actually fighting, you know.
Yeah, I'm just seeing it for the first time. You know, I haven't seen. You know, like I've seen many clips in so many different sports with like fights and stuff like that. This is the first time I'm seeing it as well. You
Wow.
know, yeah.
And you mentioned rugby, so it's something similar to rugby. Because I could see them holding the ball.
There are some elements of it's like basically what this is. AFL is like the Australian NFL.
Okay.
Because it's NFL is an American thing.
An American.
Yeah, so
yes.
they have their own sport. So it's like Australian NFL.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Trust me, I'm telling you, when I reacted to a video when they were breaking down like what it entails and some of the rules, I didn't get everything because like many folks say that it wasn't really detailed to what the video was, you know.
Probably to the full extent.
Yes, to the full extent. So
Yeah.
I have to do more
Okay.
in-depth videos to find out more. You
Yeah,
know,
man, and
about it.
I'll be glad to do that with you, man, because here I am learning something, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not a sports fan, guys. I don't
Even
play.
if you wanted to, you ain't got good knees at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Knock knees.
Guys, I don't play. I don't watch. I don't. You know. I'm just no.
He walks like the alphabet. Yeah, we're gonna take it back a bit.
Oh.
This week, down goes Fletcher, claimed immediately, and we'll have
What?
bounce, and again it's off. And
This is bare fixing, bro. Bare.
Fletcher, not amused either.
By 1996, many of the smaller Victorian clubs were still struggling financially, and with further expansion on the AFL's agenda, it was decided that a Victorian team must make way. Many possibilities were discussed, including a possible merger between Hawthorn and Melbourne, but this ultimately wouldn't pan out. It became clear the Fitzroy Lions would not be able to continue on its own, and at season's end, they merged with the Brisbane Bears to become the Brisbane Lions. The merger opened the gates for the Port Adelaide Power to join the AFL in 1997, the second team from South Australia following the Adelaide Crows in 1991. Much like the Eagles and Dockers 2 years earlier, a strong rivalry was born between the Crows and Power. The AFL saw no further expansion over the next decade. In the late 2000s, the AFL became interested in the idea of a second Queensland-based team, with the Gold Coast being the desired destination. Serious consideration was given to the idea of relocating North Melbourne to become the Gold Coast Kangaroos. North Melbourne insisted on staying in Victoria, however, so the AFL decided to create an entirely new expansion team, and in 2011, the Gold Coast Suns entered the league.
He fumbles, he gets around the opponent and runs in and kicks the first goal in the Gold Coast history.
The next
That's
year, the
something
AFL
like,
expanded
yeah.
further into rugby league territory, with the Greater Western Sydney Giants becoming the second team in New South Wales. In 2019, the AFL consists of 18 teams located in 5 states across Australia. The Northern Territory, ACT and Tasmania are the only states or territories without their own team. Many believe that a Tasmanian team will enter the league over the next 5 to 10 years.
Okay.
That was it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
There was like I thought there were like almost like a minute left.
I thought, like, I guess the way he said, like, the Tasmanian team would come in like in the next probably 5 years, or I thought there would be more trades. Yeah, because I was really sinking this in, you know, the AFL, and this is my first time hearing about the AFL. I have never heard about any of these teams before, nor see them anywhere on television.
Yeah, like it's a new world for me,
Yeah.
and also like Australia is such a large place that like they say the teams and they, you know, they give some like the coast like where they are like in terms of on the map in Australia, but like when you don't really understand the landscape of Australia,
Yeah.
you don't really grasp like the magnitude of how everything came into being in terms of putting those teams together. You understand, like the West Coast Eagles, like you don't understand the difficulty and the, you know, to structure such teams
Right.
for the league, for a league like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was interesting. That's interesting. I looking forward in seeing some more, you know, about this. Get some more knowledge, because this is something I don't know. I don't know. Do they show this on television?
Yeah, but we're in the Caribbean.
Yeah,
so
we're in the Caribbean, so
we don't have a lot.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're in the Caribbean, so this is one that I don't think we're going to see. Oh, yeah.
We don't have pay-per-view, we have bamboo view. Okay? You know what I mean? it ain't all that down, it ain't all peaches and creams down there.
Bamboo view.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it as that. Yeah. So like I said, I would say that this sport is, in terms of like stamina, is the sport that you have to have the most stamina, because and they said like on average it's 20 minutes per quarter. There are
20
4 quarters,
20 minutes.
and you've been running on a field up and down, up and down, up and down, and it doesn't have many stops from what I've heard. And it's not like soccer or some sports where certain parts of the field can go up and then some behind. With this, I can see the entire team has to just keep on constantly. Yes, because it's like a running with the ball in your hand. You understand what I'm saying? And just kick.
It's like a mosh pit.
Yeah, it's like a living mosh pit. You know. So this gotta be tough. So if you don't have stamina, this is not a sport for you at all. Yeah. And you can't use any enhancements, if you know what I mean. It ain't gonna work. Yeah, I'm gonna be leaving Metal R Head links in the description box. Check his channel out. He got a lot of good content over there. Metal R Heads Reacts. Yes.
Also known as Dwight.
Yes. Maguire. AKA Knock Knees. Yeah. So, I'm not gonna be doing that long outro. You guys can see that on Dyce Reacts. So, see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Till next time.